what we are going to study today is this. We are not going to study a new method. We are not going to study a new theory. No, we are just going to learn about a technique. It's just a way of solving some types of simultaneous non-linear equations in two variables. So we will be looking at some non-linear equations, not linear. Non-linear equations also of one particular type or some particular types. And we will see how we can use a technique, a simple algebraic technique to solve non-linear equations using the methods that we know to solve linear equations in two variables. That are the trial and error method, the substitution method, the elimination method, the graphical method, the determinant method. How we can use those methods to solve some non-linear equations in two variables. So the first thing that we will try to understand, and it's coming to you on the next screen, is for you to see what kind of equations that we will deal with. It's on your screen. Now you can tell me whether the equations that you see on in column number 1 are they linear or not. Do they have two variables or not? First, answer this question. Look at all the equations 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look at the four equations. See how many variables are there in each of the equations. I think it's very clear. The answer is very, very clear. Waiting for your answers. Yep, all of them have two variables, correct? And the variables are x and y. The variables are x and y. So that is very clear. So one thing that is not new for us is that we are still dealing with equations that have two variables. Now try to see if they are linear or not. And remember, an equation is a linear equation if the power of every term is 1 or 0. It cannot be -1. It cannot be 2. What is the power of this term here? You can speak, you can type. You don't even have to ask my permission to speak today. Just unmute yourself and speak. What is the power of this term? 3 by x. Thank you, Khadija. It is -1. Karthik, it is not 1 beta. It is x to the power 1. So when we write it in the numerator, this becomes 3x to the power -1. So the power is -1. And that is why this is not linear. If I have explained to you that whenever the denominator is wherever the variable is in the denominator, the power is negative and negative power is not allowed in linear equation, what can you tell me about equation number 2, equation number 3, and equation number 4? Are they linear or not? You can come out of mute or you can type. Correct answer, Khadija. Waiting for more answers. Correct answer, Prachi. Correct answer, Karthik. Chanda, Shraddha, Aarti, Lakshmi, Satyam, Ankit, Aditya. Ahmed, Alfia, Aman, Arpit, Bashir, Chand, Karina, Kusum, Muskan, Sania, Sahil, Saif, Sandhya, Shubham, Shubham. Good. Thank you for writing your answers. Now, if you see in equation number 2, equation number 3, equation number 4, the variables are in denominators only. So in all these cases, the power is negative. And because the power is negative, in all these cases, these are non-linear equations. In short, I can write NL. I'm not asking you to write NL in your answers. Just for this class, for ease, I'm writing NL, not linear. And the reason is the power of these terms is not 1, it is negative. We don't even need to know how much negative. The very fact that the variable is in the denominator tells us that the power is negative. Remember again, 1 by a to the power m equals to a to the power minus m, right? That is what we are saying now. If the variable is in the denominator, the power is negative. Need 10 confirmations before we move forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. Okay, thank you. Got it. Now, these are the types of equations we will try to solve today in this class. Equations that are not linear, but we will do some magic. Maths is magic, if you like it. We will do some magic. We will use a technique. We will use some simple algebra to convert these equations into linear equations and then solve. So please pay attention. Be ready? Just reminding you, we are not going to use any new method. We will just adapt. Adapt means to change for the new situation. Adapt the existing methods. The existing methods are the substitution, elimination, graphical, determinant. Of course, in today's class, in today's this year, we will focus on determinant method. You are free to choose whichever method you want to use. So these will be the 4 steps. S. Very easy to remember. And what are the names of the steps? Substitute, solve, substitute, substitution, solve, substitution, solve. Aman, can you come out of mute and read the first step?
Substitution converted non-linear equation to linear equations.
Yes, this is the first step. In the first step, we will convert the non-linear equation into linear equation using simple substitution. Chand, can you read the second point, second step?
Solve method of your choice.
Yes, thank you, Chand. So in the second step, we can use the method that we like, we are most comfortable with to solve the linear equations that we form. Sandhya, can you read the step number 3?
Substitutions, equations with organal variables.
Thank you, Sandhya. The third step is we will substitute back in the equations after we have solved it to original variables. We will go to the equations with original variables. So this is the second substitution that we will do. Aarti Bania, if you are there, can you read the step number 4, the last step?
Yeah, solve simple algebra.
Yes, thank you, Aarti. So the last step is to solve again using simple algebra. Using simple algebra. Let me tell you what step is what before we look at an example in detail. Step number 1, is simple algebra. Step number 1 is simple algebra. Not a problem at all. Step number 3 is simple algebra. Not a problem at all. Step number 4 is simple algebra. Not a problem at all. Then where are we using linear equation, simultaneous linear equations in two variables? This is where you are using. In step number 2, we will use one of the methods that we know about solving linear equations in two variables to solve the actual equations. Don't worry, you will understand this method, you will understand this technique once we look at an example. And that is what we are going to do next. Be ready with your notebooks and pens. Do you think these equations are just like one of the equations that we saw earlier in the first question that we did, where you found out whether the equations were linear or not? Are you able to recognize? Yes. Right? I told you, those are the types of equations that we will study. What is the first step? The first step is to substitute. First step is to substitute to make them linear equation. I will show one, you will tell me the other one. Now, if we name the equation or number the equations as number 1 and number 2, I can write equation number 1 as 4 into 1 by x plus 5 into 1 by y equals to 7. Need confirmations? I'm just simplifying. I told you this is simple algebra. Now what I will do, we will say let 1 by x is as some other variable, say m. You can use any variable. I use m and I use n because it is easier for me to write. Let 1 by x equals to m and 1 by y equals to n. This is the substitution. When we do this substitution, then the new equation becomes 4m plus 5n equals to 7. And we can call this equation number 3. We can call this equation number 3. Now, you try the second equation. Do the same substitution in the next equation, equation number 2, and tell me what will be the new equation. If you want to speak, speak. If you want to type it, type it. Waiting for your answers. Write it in your notebook first, then it will be easy for you. Correct, Khadija? Oh, no, Khadija, something is wrong. Just check your answer again. Prachi, perfect. Chand, give me the final equation. Khadija, now your answer is correct. Give me the equation. Still waiting. Alfia, use the same substitution, beta. Use m and n. Otherwise, your answer is correct. Very good. Yes, Chan, now you are on track. Now, because you are able to get the answer.
अब मैं जब गई ऊपर तो जब तुम बैठे हुए थे वो बोली हाँ.
We don't want to record your voice for the entire world to hear.
वो बोली चलो तो.
Muskan and Sanya, the class is being recorded and your Zoom was unmuted and you were having a random conversation instead of focusing on the class. Now even a sorry doesn't matter. So the second equation, we see it is 3 into 1 by x plus 4 into 1 by y equals to 5. We can do the same substitution m and n. So the new equation becomes 3m plus 4n equals to 5. This is first step. We are doing the substitution to convert the non-linear equations into linear equations. Need 10 confirmations before we move forward, and I will not count Muskan and Sania's conversation because they are not listening. 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, no, I've not received any response from Ahmed after telling you to participate for weeks now. Nothing from Ankit. 8, 9, 10. Thank you. So we will move to the next screen. So you need to have these equations, new equations in your notebooks. It will not be there in your screen, on your screen. Write down quickly. 4m plus 5n equals to 7 and 3m plus 4n equals to 5. Also, here I can tell you that if you are able to complete all the questions during the class, you don't need to write it again for the homework if you are able to do it. If you are not able to do it, you will need to do it. Moving on. Step number 2. The step number 2 is to solve. Solve what? Solve the equations, the linear equations that we have got. What are the equations? I remember. I don't even need to remember. You can just look at the equations and you know it is 4m plus 5n equals to 7 and 3m plus 4n equals to 5. Now we need to solve them. You can use any method. Let us try the determinant method, which we have studied recently, only yesterday. So let us try. So we will have to find 3 determinants. First determinant is D. 4, 3, 5, 4, which comes to 4 into 4, 16, 5 into 3, 15, 1. D, M. This is where I had written wrong when I sent you the notes. Whatever variables that are used in the equation, we have to name the determinants accordingly. So if the variables are m and n, then the determinants will be dm and dn. If the variables are x and y, then the determinants will be dx and dy. For dm, now we will have 7 and 5, 5 and 4. 7 into 4, 28. Minus 5 into 5, 25 equals to 3. Third determinant, dn. 4, 3. Instead of 5 and 4, we will have 7 and 5. 4 into 5 is 20. 7 into 3 is 21. So we have minus 1. Quickly check if I've written it right or wrong. Tell me if you agree with this or not. तुमको तो पता है, मैं भी गलतियां करता रहता हूं. चेक करके बताओ सही है कि नहीं है.
सर 7 और 5 को उस बाजू ले लो.
All are correct, beta. All are correct. When we are writing the determinant D, we are using these two columns. When we are writing the determinant dm, we put the constant in place of the first variable. When we are writing dn, we put the constants in place of the second variable. And this is why we need to complete our work. If you complete, you will understand. The last step in solving is m equals to dm by d. Now dm is 3. Dm is 3. D is 1. So this is m is equal to 3. N is dn by d. Dn is minus 1. Dm is 1. So this becomes minus 1. Okay. The second step number 2 is complete, where we have found the values of the substituted variables. We started with x and y as the variable. We substituted them with m and n. Now we have solved the equations to find the values of m and n. Thank you, Prachi, for confirming. Need 4 more confirmations before we proceed. Okay, good. That is step number 2. Step number 3. Remember the values that we have got. M is 3 and n is minus 1. Step number 3 is to substitute again to get the original original variables. So what do we know? We said m equals to 1 by x, and we have found m equals to 3. We said n equals to 1 by y, and we have found n equals to minus 1. यही तो था. So instead of saying m equals to 3, now we have 1 by x equals to 3. 1 by y equals to minus 1. Again, another easy step, substitution. So what did we do? We started from x and y. We went to m and n. We solved for m and n. Now we are going back to x and y. The original equations were looking so difficult, but now look at the new equations. So simple. 1 by x equals to 3. 1 by y equals to minus 1. This is what we have achieved by substitution, solving, and substituting again. Need 5 confirmations? And you need to, thank you very much, that was fast. So we need to have things, 1 by x equals to 3 and 1 by y equals to minus 1. In the last step, we have to solve. What is that we are solving? 1 by x equals to 3 and 1 by y equals to minus 1. When we solve 1 by x equals to 3, we will take this x to the right hand side. We will bring this 3 to the left hand side. So 1 by x, it is division. So on the right hand side, it will become multiplication x. And 3 from the right hand side, when it comes to the left hand side, it will become 1 by 3. Therefore, we can write x equals to 1 by 3. We have got 1 by. When we do the same thing on the other side, directly say y equals to minus 1. If you want to know how it happened, this happened like this. 1 by minus 1 equals to y. So y equals to minus 1. Therefore, our solution is x equals to 1 by 3 and y equals to minus 1. If you have written, if you have listened to the entire explanation, you would have understood. If you did not write, then now you cannot go back and see what was written earlier. Need for 10 confirmations. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Many confirmations I've received. So this is how we solve. Substitute, solve, substitute back, and solve. Have your notes ready, because the next question that is coming to your screen is something that you will do on your own, and you will not do it everything together. You will do the first step, we will check, and then you will move to the next step. The questions are coming to your screen now. This is the equation. These are the equations, and this is exactly like the question that we solved just now. This is exactly like the question that we solved just now. First step, do the substitutions. Do the substitutions and give me the new equations. Give me equation number 3 and 4. Chan, first one is correct. Chan, second one is also correct. Prachi, first one is correct. Karthik, first one. Karthik, second one is right. Where is your first one? Chanda, first one is right. Khadija, give me the substituted equations. Prachi, the second one is correct. Chanda, second one is wrong. You were in a hurry. That is why you typed it wrong. The same hurry will result in a loss of marks. Karthik, first one is correct. So I'm writing it quickly. Once again, we will do the same substitution. We will say 1 by x equals to m and 1 by y equals to n. So equation number 1 becomes 2m minus 3n equals to 15. And the second equation becomes 8m plus 5n equals to 77. Very good. Aman, Chanda, Khadija. Khadija, you have used A and B. Just look at your signs. 8A plus 5B it should be, not minus. Good. Step number 1 is done. Let's move to step number 2. Solve them. Solve these equations. And let us solve these equations using determinant method. I will write the determinant. I will make it easy for you. You find the values. 2, 8, minus 3, 5. 50, 77, minus 3, 5. You are calculating the values of these determinants. Prachi says D equals to 14. Let us see. It is 2 into 5, 10. Minus 3 into 8 is minus 24. Minus 24. So this becomes 10 plus 24. So I'm getting 34. Check. Chand, you got it right. Khadija, you got it right. Prachi, you got the subtraction wrong. Be careful. Waiting for the second value. Aman, correct answer, beta. Good, I'm happy you are solving. Khadija, you are saying DM is 306. Okay, let us see. So Chanda is also saying it is 306. Okay, 15 into 5 is 75. Minus, we have 3 into 77. So 3 sevens are 21. 3 sevens are 21 plus 1, 22. And this is minus. So this becomes 75 plus 221, right? So I'm getting something else. I'm getting 296. Am I getting it wrong? Give me
सर उधर माइनस माइनस है ना प्लस होएगा ना
so that is what I did, no? I did the plus. Look at the screen. I've done addition only. 75 plus 221.
सर आपने वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन लगता है रॉन्ग की
अच्छा.
Sir,
15 into 5.
it is 231. 231 it is.
Why is it 230?
Yes, sir. Sir, 77 into 3 is 230.
Very good. Thank you.
आपने गलती कर दिया
This is 231 and this becomes 306. Good. Last. Someone had given me the DN also. Where is that number in the chat box? 134, someone says. Okay, let's see. So 2 into 77 is 154. Bad connection. Very bad connection. 154 minus
Minus 120.
120. So how much is this? I'm getting 34. Someone gave me 134. So 134 is wrong. 34 is correct. 34 is correct. Yes, Khadija, Chan, thank you for the confirmation. Now, in the same step, the next part is to find the value of m and n. So that is easy. M equals to, I'm sorry, and this connection is very bad. I'm not able to write properly. D m by d. So dm we got 306 and d we got 34. Similarly, n equals to dn by d, which is 34 by 34. 34 by 34 is 1. And make a guess, how much will this be? What factor of, or what product of 4? What should we multiply with 4 to get a 6 at the end? There are only two possibilities.
9.
No, there are two possibilities.
34 into 9.
That is correct. But what is it that we can multiply with 4 to get a 6? There are two possibilities, 4 and 9. Here 4 doesn't work. Here 9 works. It is 9. So we got m equals to 9 and n equals to 1. Now don't forget this. M equals to 9 and n equals to 1. Write it down. We will move to the next step. Ahmed, I'm removing you from the class. If you want to come back, you can come back, but you'll have to speak then. So cleaning the screen. We got m equals to 9, n equals to 1. Step number 3, we have to substitute back to the original values. So we can write 1 by x equals to 9 and 1 by y equals to 1. Now solve these things and tell me what is x, what is y. Correct answers I'm getting in the chat box. So I can write 1 by 9 equals to x, or x equals to 1 by 9. When you understand, then you will not write this step. You can directly write the final step. Similarly here, 1 by 1 equals to y, or y equals to 1. Therefore, our answer solution is x equals to 1 by 9 and y equals to 1. Find out, you have got the answers. Told you it's not difficult, but it is long. It is long. It is long. No denying that fact, because in addition to the normal method of solving the normal part of solving the linear equations in two variables using one of the methods, we have to do two substitutions and one simplification also. That is why it takes much longer, much more space. So all these people, Prachi, Khadija, Chanda, Chand, Karthik, Alfia, Ankit, good. Thank you for participating. Good for your studies. How are you feeling? If you are feeling very tired or very what frustrated कि इतना difficult है, हाँ है जानना चाहिए हमको, हम कर सकते हैं if you put in the right effort. We are at the, oh, Ankit is happy, good. It's almost 10 now. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Slowly count from 50 to 0 backwards. Once you have completed the count, show me a thumbs up or send me a text. Count slowly backwards and send me a text. Coming back in 30 seconds. In 10 seconds. Open your eyes, back to the screen, back to the screen, back to the screen. So this is one type of nonlinear equations that we can solve using method that can be used for linear equations. I hope this is clear. There are two other types of very similar where we have the variable in the denominator. We will look at those cases also. So the second one is again an example from your textbook, which is example number 2 from your textbook, and it is on page number 18. Don't copy from the textbook. And it is like this. It is like this. So I will tell you the difference so that you understand what is happening here. Now, the way our mind has to work is we have to see patterns. Our goal is to have the variable in the numerator so that the equation is a linear equation. That is all what we are trying to do. So in the earlier equation, the denominators were x and y. Now, instead of having x and y, we have x minus y and x plus y. So the only thing that will change now, and this is the only thing that we will change, is what substitution that we do in the first step. And that's very easy if you look at it very carefully. Now, 4 by x minus y can also be written as 4 into 1 by x minus y. The whole equation can be written like this. Similarly, the other equation can be written as 2 into 1 by x minus y minus 3 into 1 by x plus y equals to 5. Now this is clear. Now we will not say 1 by x equals to m. We will say 1 by x minus y equals to m, and 1 by x minus y equals to n. Now this is the only difference. The difference is now we will say 1 by x minus y equals to m, and 1 by x plus y equals to n. Is it clear? Need confirmations. But so with these substitutions, write, use the same 4 steps, write the new equations, tell me what they will be. Waiting for your answers. Thank you, Chand. 4m plus n equals to 3. Next, let's go to the next equation.
4m.
Chand, both answers are correct. 2m minus 3n equals to 5. Khadija, your answers are correct. Chanda, your answers are also correct. Very, very, very good. Please first write it in your notebooks. Right? First write it in your notebook. Now, I will give you time to solve these 2 equations. Whichever method you want to use. If I was in your place, I would use the determinant method because the numbers are very, very simple. Solve. Once you solve, then tell me what values you are getting for m and n. Karthik, very fast. Correct answer. Correct answer. So as I said, today we will try, I will show you what I have already written. Maybe that will be easier to show and understand. Let us try that. So this is how I write answers for you. So this is the second one. You should be able to see. You should have got m equals to 1 and n equals to -1. It's on your screen. Very good, Chanda. Your determinants are correct, I guess. No, two are wrong. D should be -14, dm will be -14, and dn will be 14. Check your answers. Karthik, you got the correct values. So you move to the next step. You substitute the values back into x and y and try to find out x and y. You can take the hint from what is there on your screen now. Others, correct your values for the determinants. Get the correct value for m and n. And Karthik, when you get the values, text me. Rachi, your answers were also right. I'm seeing it only now. Chanda, you got it wrong, the determinants. I will move to the next screen, the final screen of the answer. Chand, solve those equations to find the value of x and y. You're almost there, Chand. Khadija has got the final answers, huh? Prachi, your equations are correct. Now get the final answers. I'm moving to the next screen. You are there already. Khadija, your answers are correct. My answers and your answers are exactly the same. Anyone else who has Karthik? Very good. You also got the answers correct. Let's see if Prachi and Chand are also able to complete. Very good, Chand. Yes, Prachi, x equals to 0 and y equals to -1. Good. We have got 3 correct answers. So I will take you to look at the screen. Yes, Chan, this was not tricky. This you had to solve linear equations in 2 variables 2 times this time, because the final step of simplification, substitution, solving, it was not simple algebra, it was solving linear equations. Correct. You noticed it right. This is the complete solution. We start by substituting 1 by x minus y and 1 by x plus y as m and n respectively. So from equation 1 and 2, we get equation 3 and 4. We can solve equation 3 and 4, whichever method we want to use. Here I have used the determinant method. I have found out the values of the determinants d, dm, and dn. D comes to minus 14, dm comes to minus 14, and dn is 14. Using the values of these determinants, we can calculate m equals to dm by d, which comes to 1, and n as dn by d, which comes to minus 1. That's the end of step number 2. In step number 3, from m, we go to xy. So m is 1 by x minus y, which is equal to 1. Using cross multiplication, x minus y is equal to 1. Similarly, n, which is 1 by x plus y, is equal to minus 1. Again, by simplification, x plus y equals to minus 1. Now the equations are equation 5 and equation 6. X plus y equals to minus 1 and x minus y equals to 1. These are very, very, very simple linear equations in two variables, simultaneous. So once again, we can solve these in any which way we want to. I think that solving these two equations using determinant method will be too much, because they are easily solved when we add them using the elimination method, and that is what I have used, where we get x equals to 0 and y equals to minus 1. You will need at least 2 pages to write this completely properly. Need 5 confirmations, and I hope that all those people who tried, those who are sleeping, you are not getting anything. Next, I will try to remove Shubham and see what happens. Ahmed is not back. 4 confirmations I have received. 5 confirmations we have received. Okay. Good. Let us go back to the presentation. Right. So this we completed now. Using the same logic, this is the third type of equation. This is the third type of equation. In the first type of equation, we had 1 by x equals to m and 1 by y equals to n. In the second type of equation, we had 1 by x minus y equals to m and 1 by x plus y equals to n. Now, we will have 1 by x minus 1 equals to m and 1 by y minus 2 equals to n. First, give me the equations. If we do this substitution, it's activity-based question. Half the answers are there in the activity itself.
5m minus 1n is equals to 2.
No, it will be 5m plus n. See, it is plus 1, hai na, Aarti?
Yeah.
So it will be plus. Very good, Aarti. That is correct. We have got the first one. Now the second equation is already given on the screen. So use these two equations, solve them. You use whichever method you want to use. See, Aarti, you can also do mathematics. So happy I am. In the chat box, Prachi, Khadija, Chanda, Chand, all your answers are correct. Now use 5m plus n equals to 2 and 6m minus 3n equals to 1 to solve this. Solve these two equations in m and n to find the value of m and n. I have used determinant method. I will show you what I have done. First you try. Okay. Very fast, Chanda. You have got a value for m. I don't know whether it is right. I don't remember whether it is right or wrong, but yes, we will see. Very good. Try what's the value for n. I think what you have got is right. I don't remember. Shraddha and Chanda, both of you have got the same answer. So I believe your answers are correct. Khadija also has got the same thing. And Khadija is saying that Khadija and Chanda have got the same answer for N also. Okay, good. I think all of you have got the correct answer. So let me see what I have written. Let us see if I have written it right. Coming to your screen now. Did you get 1 by 3 and 1 by 3? If you got 1 by 3 and 1 by 3, it is correct. Yes. Now then, when you go to the next step, so 1 by 3 will be equal to 1 by x minus 1, right? If you do that substitution and do the final calculations, you can find the value of x and y. First try, give me the values, then I will change the screen. Correct, Chan. Both M and N are same. Correct. Chanda is saying, okay, Chanda has got the value for x already, okay? Once again, I don't remember what the values are. So you first try and then we will see. Okay, Chanda has given us both values, waiting for a confirmation from someone else. Shraddha also is getting the same value. So let us see if you are right or wrong. Yes, you are right. Yes, both of you, all of Prachi, you are also right. X will be 4 and Y will be 5. X will be 4 and Y will be 5. These are the three types of equations which will be non-linear, but we can convert them as two linear equations and solve them as simultaneous linear equations. In the first one, we simply had x and y as the denominator. In the second one, we had x plus y and x minus y as the denominator. And in the third one, we have x plus something and y plus something as the denominator. That is all. That's all. Nothing difficult. And knowing this, having good practice of this is also necessary, because when we go to the final part of the chapter, when we look at questions from real life, when we look at the word problems, some of the word problems will not translate into linear equations. Some of the word problems will translate into non-linear equations. So then we can use this technique to convert those non-linear equations into linear equations and we can solve. Yes. So those who are awake and those who can respond, can you please quickly tell how confident or how unconfident you are feeling now about this? You can give me a number from 0 to 5 or 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Good, 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 good. Maths is always easy. It's just a matter of practice. 1 plus 1 will always be 2. 1 minus 1 will always be 0. There will not be sometimes ever in mathematics. Let us go back to the presentation. And see what is there in the practice set 1.4. Actually, if you have understood these three questions and at least 5 or 6 of you have completed these three questions, then practice set 1.4 is extremely easy. See what is there. First question we have already done. First question was the first do it yourself question that you did. The second question is this one. Now, this is like the second example where in the denominator we have y and x minus y. Satyam, now you are unmute. So this you can do just like example number 2. You should not have any problem. Please confirm that you can see how similar this is to example number 2. Exactly the same thing. Right? If you look at the third question, do you think we have already solved this type of question? The last question that we solved, that you solved, was like this. Right? That's why I said we will not look at all types of non-linear equations. We will look at some, and 3 to be very, very specific. Okay? Now there is the last question is the most interesting one, because it looks difficult, but it is not. But it is not. Okay? So I'm going to explain this. What do we need to do in the beginning to make it easy? I'm changing to write on the screen. I will go to the other screen. Where are we? You should be able to see the question again on your screen. I just switched from Google to Microsoft. Right? Now, equation number 1, if we call the equation on the left hand side as equation number 1, and naming it at the top, and if we name the equation on the right as equation number 2, you already see that there is some pattern. This is the good part. But there is something else जो हमारी खिचड़ी को खराब कर रहा है. हमारी खीर में कोई नींबू डाल दिया, कड़वा हो गया. And that is these numbers. But we know mathematics, we know the magic. We know mathematics, we know the magic. And if you remember, when we were doing a question from the previous exercise, and I told you, Prachi said we can do it with fractions. And I said, try this, try the other method that I'm saying. Try multiplying it, try to remove the fractions. That is what we will do here. So what we are going to do is, we will multiply equation number 2 by 2, because 2 is in the denominator. We want to eliminate 2, so we will multiply it with 2. So what will it become? The equation is 2 into 3x plus y minus 1 by 2 3x minus y equals to minus 1 by 8. We will multiply the whole thing by 2. Now you know what happens when 2 is there in both numerator and denominator. It will get cancelled because it will become 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So our first term will be 1 by 3x plus y. Second term will be 1 by 3x minus y. And the third term will be minus 1 by 4. Need 5 confirmations. Three. Waiting for 2 more. Got it. Thank you. Now you will try. You may think that we can now solve 1 and 3, and you can actually solve 1 and 3. You can actually solve 1 and 3. But there is something else which I would suggest you do to make it even easier, even more easier. Right? And that is, you see, beta, I said while I was solving that question, I don't like fractions. I don't, because I know how to deal with fractions, but I don't like them. So I will try to remove these fractions, these denominators. So to do that, now I will multiply 4 to this equation. And when I multiply this equation by 4, the new equation becomes 4 into 3x plus y minus 4 by 3x minus y equals to minus 4. Please confirm this. This is the same equation number 2, which is looking like this now. We will do the same thing with equation number 1. When we do that, then we get the equation 4 by 3x plus y plus 4 by 3x minus y equals to what? What will be the RHS? If you can give me the answer, that means you have understood what is happening here. Very good, Prachi. Very good, very good. It will be 3. So instead of solving 1 and 2, we can solve 4 and 5. We can solve 4 and 5. So we will say let 1 by 3x plus y equals to m and 1 by 3x minus y equals to n, and then solve. Very good. So many people have got it right. 3. You are able to see why it is 3. If we do this, then the rest of the solution becomes easy. I will quickly show you the solution that I have already written, so that when you read it on your own, you are able to understand. It's on the screen. You give me 5 confirmations so that I can change the screen. I will wait till that point. No hurry, take your time. You're not trying to solve now. You're trying to understand what is happening. Got 2 confirmations. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And Chand, this also is a little bit tricky because now we will have to solve them again. The equations that we get in x and y, we will not get the values by simple algebra. We will have to use the linear, a method of solving simultaneous linear equations in 2 variables, but we don't need anything big, anything too fancy, and we can solve it. Alfia, I was getting worried that there was no response from you. Good to see that you are awake. So this is how it is. I'm closing the recording now.